Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to do an energy reading today where I'm going to share what I'm picking up on the collective as well as some planetary shifts. So first of all, some of you may have been feeling a strange pull towards someone you've not thought of in maybe months or years. You might have had dreams of someone randomly, you've not thought of them for a long time, or memories. And this could be your subconscious preparing you for what's to come. Because Mercury retrograde began last week, at the time of recording this reading, on the 26th of February. And Mercury governs the subconscious, dreams, and everything below the surface of your awareness. It's the planet of communication. And when it moves backwards, which is what happens during retrograde, it can resurrect the past and connections that were buried, or maybe communication that was never finished. So some of you may find that some people return to your life from your past. Could be more than one for some of you. And this could show you wounds that may need healing. Could also be tests from the universe. Or for some of you, it might not be anyone at all who returns in the physical world, but it could just be the memories and dreams showing you something. Now, Mercury retrograde can dissolve boundaries between the past, present and future. So if people do return to your life, you may see them as they are, not as you remember them. But as I said, it could be a test, because for some of the people it could be that they've been through something quite difficult and they want to return because they need validation or they're lost. So this could be a test for you in terms of choosing yourself over a second chance that may just repeat the same wounds. But it could also be reconciliation for some. An old friend or a soul connection, I feel, as well, coming through. A time for reflection, apology, forgiveness, deep soul bonds. Trust what your soul tells you, what you feel within. Think before responding as well. Maybe take a step back. Don't respond right away if you do hear from someone. Because loneliness is not a reason to reconnect if it brings up old wounds. Also, we recently had a very powerful solar eclipse. I think just over a week ago. And that severed a lot of connections. So that could be why this is happening for some. You know, they're sort of reflecting on their life, their past connections. But as I said, for some, it's coming from a wound and a place of loneliness. So I'm certainly energetically feeling a lot of nostalgia and thinking about the past for some. Take what resonates, obviously, this is general, won't be for everyone. But you might have been experiencing this before it happens, or been having dreams, as I said, and if so, that's because your psychic gifts and intuition are telling you something. So that's all I got energetically. You may notice we've got a new deck for this reading, Kate Forsyth's Hedge Witch Oracle, which is a beautiful deck. I recently did a review and walkthrough of this if you'd like to see all the cards. I love this deck. And because it features herbs, which are good for many things, including healing, intuition, friendship, joy, banishing, lots of things. I thought we'd start with a card from this deck to hopefully bring a nice calm vibe to this reading, because I hope none of you have been triggered by the Mercury retrograde energy, which can slow things down. There's a lot of re's that happen with the retrograde, i.e. words beginning with re, reflection, rest, redoing, don't launch anything big during this time. Think it through. I'm going to also extend this reading afterwards, by the way, with some spiritual guidance, if you're interested. So that will be available on my Patreon or for members here on my channel. So check out the links in the description box. Check out my Patreon if you haven't seen it already. There's spiritual guidance, podcasts and videos on there every month, as well as other stuff, written stuff as well. But let's start with one of these beautiful cards with the green gilded edges that I love. I just get such a lovely vibe from these cards. I love herbs. I'm actually wearing a hand cream that's lavender, chamomile and patchouli, funnily enough, today. Maybe you can smell it through the screen. Just kidding. Very calming. Lavender is one of my favourites. So that could be guidance for some of you, you know, there and then, through what I've just said. Yeah, because I'm sensing some anxiety now that I'm channeling. For some of you, lavender is very calming, especially like, you know, in your bed, on your skin. Okay, so wow, it's a beautiful one. We got marjoram strengthening love. Wow, everyone. Well, doesn't that link with retrograde? Because we've got two energies here. Two birds can be a sign of communication. And that's, you know, obviously what happens during retrograde for someone returning, an old friend. I'm really getting like deep soul bonds for some, and it's about strengthening love in that connection. Yeah. So maybe you parted ways. I feel for some there wasn't necessarily a fallout or big argument or anything. You just sort of parted ways at the time, and now it's time for reconciliation for some. You know, maybe together, reflecting, talking deeply about what happened to you both at the time. Yeah, I'm just getting this healing energy come over me, like through my heart chakra, opening your heart to each other. Potentially, now for some of you, this could be you that's thinking about someone and you want to reach out to them as well. Take what resonates. So I thought I'd pull out the book for this and show you the message. So hopefully you can see that. So the meaning, it says marjoram has an association with love, so it's a perfect choice when you need a ritual or ceremony aimed at bolstering love or to repair a strained relationship or promote emotional well-being. And the wisdom from marjoram, it's one of the most sweetly fragrant and useful of culinary herbs. Its name comes from Greek and means joy of the mountain. Couples would wear wreaths of marjoram on their wedding night in the hope of a long and happy marriage. Some believe that a sprig of marjoram placed under your pillow before you go to sleep will reveal the identity of your future love to you in a dream. Well, isn't that interesting? Yeah, herbs really can help with different things like that. So I just love that's come through. You know, it could be a time for some of strengthening bonds, deep soul bonds, and for some it's about wounds resurfacing that need to be healed, potentially. You might even see two birds flying, for example, and that could be a sign for you that love is on the way or someone's returning, potentially. Take what resonates. So let's pull some tarot as well. Now, for this reading, I'm using the Star Tarot. If you saw the review, you'll remember that I did some pairings at the end, and this was one of the decks I thought paired really well with this beautiful oracle deck. We might pull another one at the end, you know, from that, because I just think it's so beautiful. So we've got a lot of birds, even here on the front of the box we've got a crow. So let's just see anything else on the energy of the collective we need to know. I'm just going to pull now from the top. Well, isn't that interesting that we've got a dove in this card as well? So birds are really coming through. Can be a sign of freedom as well. Birds and doves are a sign of peace, love, new beginnings. A dove is certainly a sign of love, divine love. I'm hearing. You might even see a dove, you know, image of a dove, for example. Now, we've got two cards in the spread here that are indicators of choices. The Lovers card in particular, as you can see, there's a couple here in this card, can indicate a choice in love, not always in love, but it used to be called the choice card. In fact, and the Seven of Cups is about options, different options. Maybe some have, and with the dove here flying free, some people want to free themselves. Could be freeing yourself from a physical situation, relationship, for example, or things from your past you want to let go of and free your mind. So I'm getting a lot of soul searching from these cards, actually, in particular the Five of Pentacles, where your soul is maybe asking some of you to reconnect with your spiritual self and have faith. We've got mountains here showing challenges that could be ahead for some of you. But it's like you're going through a portal of transformation. You know, the mountains could also show the heights you could achieve in your life. But yeah, some people with this card could be experiencing setbacks, lack of self-worth, and as I said at the beginning, that could be why some reach out. It's like they want this validation from a connection they had in the past, but is it the right time? Or maybe you're seeking that. Take what resonates from this, obviously. This card as well is showing some in the collective may be feeling in a state of depression, separation, stagnation. So again, that's where these reconnections, you know, may come about. But the dove, see the dove here is flying into a dark circle of mysterious unknown parts of the self. So shadow work that people are being guided to do right now. The abyss of the shadow side. Drowning in misery, feeling lost in it. Make sure you don't get too stuck in the mud, so to speak. The dove here, it's like it's looking for love. That could be what some are doing right now, seeking it. But you're being guided to do the shadow work first, before that could happen. The dove will highlight the dark parts of your being, shining peace into your heart. So that's a really beautiful sign we've got there. Higher knowledge, because it's flying upwards, with the mountains that came out as well. It's also interesting in this card, the way we've got cups at the top and bottoms. It's like your higher self, and this is the material. Which choice do you make? Do you want to stay stuck in the 3D, or do you want to fly high and realise your potential? So this card's really also highlighting what I said before about people coming and going into your life, people returning, bringing you gifts, lessons, challenges, because we had the mountains there, and love for some. For some it will be about reconnecting, I feel. But for others it would just be about you seeing what the person is showing you. Is there something coming up? A wound, for example, that needs to be healed in you? You know, do they lack self-worth that we got in that card? Are they mirroring that to you and not seeing your value? But you see your value now. I'm getting, there's just an example there that's coming through. So it's all guided by the divine at this time. And the Queen of Cups is urging you to be intuitive, trust your intuition. She's the ruler of the heart as well, the portal of divine love. It's like this is a portal at the moment, I'm being guided to say as well, that we're experiencing in terms of connections that are meant to be divine connections. But it does mean clearing away the old stuff, doing the shadow work. And it's amazing the way that links with the first card we had there with marjoram. So I really love that. The Queen of Cups is also sort of showing you might dream deeply, as I said at the beginning. Have extra sensitive feelings that open your heart and light. So just trust that. Trust whatever comes to you. Trust how you feel the Queen of Cups being the portal of love. How does it feel, you know, if someone reaches out? Do you feel this uneasiness, like you don't want to speak to someone? That's your choice. Back to the lovers. But maybe some of you want to. You want to hear what they have to say. It may not go anywhere. It may just be about speaking about what's been going on in your lives, and then you part ways again. So take what resonates, obviously. On the bottom of the deck, I'll just show you, we've got the Six of Swords, which shows someone moving on. See the sharks there. So there could be some energies, you know, who are a bit negative, you know, like predatory, could get in the way of your progress of moving on. But this guides you away from painful grief, conflict, and negativity towards a peaceful mind, seeing the sun up there showing enlightenment. So I really love that in terms of what's come through. I hope that resonates. This card also has lots of butterflies in it, symbolising transformation of some people and relationships, I feel. You know, like a rebirth of some connections. So let's finish with another one of these Hedge Witch Oracle. I just love this deck. I think it's really gone well with these cards as well. So I hope you've enjoyed them. I haven't used this deck, Star Tarot, for ages, by the way, meant to say, but it's one of my favourites. It's got a massive box that it comes in, but it's really lovely, as you can see, because of the nature that features. So that's why I thought it would go well with this beautiful oracle deck. And we got one there, which is, wow, another bird. So we're really getting the sign here of birds, peace, love, coming through, hope. And we got mistletoe, infinity. I love it. A kiss under the mistletoe. Anyone? So love is really coming out here. Reconciling, closeness for some in the collective, I feel. So I thought we'd look in the book again. And it says, the mistletoe card is powerful indeed. A sign to take a moment to reflect deeply on your past and your life and future. Well, that really does resonate, doesn't it? With the energy I'm feeling at the moment. This could be to come for some of you as well. Now, this is quite interesting as well. I didn't know this. Mistletoe is a poisonous parasitic plant that grows high in the branches of trees. Its leaves stay green through frost and snow, and it bears deadly white fruit around the midwinter solstice. These strange qualities make it a dark and mysterious plant with sacred meanings related to life, death, and infinity. Yeah, so a lot of like deep soul reflection for some, as we had come through before with the Five of Pentacles in particular. Mistletoe being the sign. I have actually seen mistletoe growing on trees, funnily enough, around Christmas time. Yeah, they sort of grow in big rings that look like wreaths. I remember a couple approached me and told me what they were. So it was quite wonderful. So that really does resonate, I feel, with the whole reading as well. I really hope you've enjoyed these cards. I think they pair really well together. I'm glad that I've done that. I actually used both. So as I said at the beginning, I'm now going to extend this reading for members of my channel here and over on Patreon. So I'll see some of you over there. If you'd like to join to view, please do check out the links. Your support is very much appreciated as members. Thank you to those of you who are members of my channel. Also, I forgot to say at the beginning, if you'd like a private reading, they're still available and the link to my shop is also below. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon.